You're to me, Jesus. I'm the longer in the corner. And yet, I will be there. When I feel satisfied, I love to thank you every day. Not only when I feel this way. And yet, you let the cares of life for seems like me. And yet, because it looks so, His promise us eternity, and we can have the promise and peace. If we have faith, you just believe. It's need to trust in all. To be out of my own understanding, I just hope that you will do what I can't bear. Take me out of the dark alone. It's I don't want to be alone. Take me out of the dark alone. I don't want to be there. No, my love. With all my heart, to be alone, understanding, 'cause I just can't bear. Take me out of the dark, my Lord, 'cause I don't wanna be alone. Take me out of the dark, my Lord, I don't wanna be there. No, no. May the glory be of my.
Now be seated. A pleasant afternoon to everyone. Today is indeed a remarkable day For we are all gathered here to celebrate the free Wi-Fi speaks on ceremony, a very meaningful and beneficial project promulgated by the Rotary Club of Dumaguete in partnership with DICT and NOXI. We thank you all for gracing this event. Truly, your presence today is of great importance in making this event successful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to give the welcome remarks, please help me welcome the school principal of Hermenegilda at Gloria Memorial Elementary School, Mr. Julius D. Sila. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Our dignitaries on stage.
Yes. Ano, ang po namin sa chat.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ako po si, alam po si,
I would like to welcome you with a message. It might be a welcome.
ako po si Angela from Lisa College. Ano po, so,
The woman with the children around her is more or less the same class as the picture of Mrs. Hermenegilda, Gloria, and in front of her are the successful graduates of the school who are now ready to have build the nation. Hermenegilda and Gloria is an icon of generosity, dedication, and commitment to serve. A woman of passion and in educating the young. For us educators, that painting serves as an inspiration for us to do the best we can to educate, to nurture, and to touch the lives of our learners. For we are confident that as we go along in our endeavors, there are many other privileged Gloria in this around us who are willing to share what they have and what they can to help us facilitate learning. Learning like Honorable Governor Ruel Digamo, Honorable Mayor Felipe Antonio Remonio, the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, Lionel Ignacio, Mr. Navarro, and the NOXI and the DICT. That painting also serves as an encouragement to every parent to enroll their children in school for they can feel the support of our barangay captains, Honorable Pasencio Makiling and Honorable District Papilionio. That new work can serve as an enlightenment to anybody who get inside this institution and can ponder upon that they do and do something vital for the betterment of the school. That in future, these young minds that I have become the doctors that will treat me when I am sick. Become the pilot when I travel around the world. Or the policeman who helped me cross the street when I am old and weak. How wonderful and better Dumaguete City it would be if the kindness deserved and the worthy service is shown here at Hermenegilda, the spark of change in the lives of every Dumaguete.
Hapon kayong tanan.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm words of welcome. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, to give us the rationale of HFGMES free Wi-Fi project, may I call on the PCCI 7 Governor and NOXI free Wi-Fi project convener, Mr. Edward C. Du. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Cherise. our beloved mayor, the most dynamic and probably the youngest mayor of Dumaguete City until 2025. Our vice mayor, I would say also the youngest and probably the most beautiful vice mayor we ever had, Vice Mayor Carissa. Honorable Secretary Leonor Briones of DepEd sa Zoom. Honorable Senator Christopher Bongo, my president, now no more. Dr. Gregorio Cyrus Elehorde, ang atong Schools Division Superintendent. May hapon, Doc. Mr. Nestor Navarro, akong counterpart, Governor of Area 3D, District 3860. Regional Director Frederick Amores, our partner in crime sa free Wi-Fi. Our Regional Director for NTC, National Telecommunications Commission, represented here by Attorney Alan Macaraya, Region 7. Attorney Christopher Chansay, sa Zoom, Secretary for Regional Operations of DICT. Attorney Jose Arturo de Castro, ang atong OIC Acting Secretary for DICT. Atong President sa Rotary Club of Dumaguete, my newfound free Wi-Fi partner in crime, Mr. Leonel Enyoso. Atong Kapitan sa Banilad, Cap Pasencio Makiling. Of course, atong Principal of Hermenegilda Gloria, Principal Julius Silot. Naputay lang yung Kapitan Dre from Buhagan. Yunarda Sarita, ma'am, thank you kayo for coming. Buhagan was our first e-community free Wi-Fi sa Tibok, Pilipinas. So, salamat kayo, ma'am, sa imong suporta. Our officers and members of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, can you please stand, ma'am and sir? Ato ning mga donors, without you, there will be no free Wi-Fi today. Thank you kayo. Our media, led by PIA, Philippine Information Agency, si Jenny Tilos, and from the Philippine News Agency, Judy Flores, and of course, Roy Boss, atong Mason o Rotarian Pod. To all our guests at the Zoom, and to all our supporters of free Wi-Fi, parents, teachers, and students, mayong hapon atong tanan. Today is very historic, another historic milestone for not only for LGU Dumaguete City, but also for us sa PCCI, sa NOXI, and sa Rotary. Because of two things will happen this afternoon. The first time that we will be switching on a public school sa free Wi-Fi there is sa Dumaguete City. The first name in Dumaguete. And the other first is today we will be witnessing the signing of the first free Wi-Fi ordinance in the province of Negros Oriental. So thanks to our beloved mayor, our vice mayor for approving, and of course the city council for approving this historic free Wi-Fi ordinance, which will be signed later on after the switch on ceremony. Just a quick background on this project. This was not a priority kaning Hermenegilda because di maguni siya qualify sa among criteria. Because Hermenegilda does not belong to an isolated or geographically remote area ba. Ang priority man gud sa free Wi-Fi sa DICT and even sa Chamber of Commerce is kato mga geographically isolated and disadvantaged area. Ang tawag nila ana sa DICT, GIDA. They call that GIDA, geographically isolated and disadvantaged area. But we had to make an exception to that policy because of Rotary Club. Rotary Club chose Hermenegilda Gloria to be the recipient of the first free Wi-Fi project. Those will always say, kung naaganing general rule, naaganay exception. So this is the first exception sa among policy na instead dili man ta mo priority, but because your donor chose you, so you are very fortunate. Sir Julius, swerte gid mo kay gipili mo sa Rotary. Gaduda ko Rotarian po ka. But anyway, last month kami ni Kapitan Leonardo Sarita nag-switch on sad ni. By the way, Kap, salamat kaya ning imong switch on unsa may tawag ani? Switch on box or standee. Thank you to Kapitan Leonardo Sarita for lending us gipahulam ra man ni Kap, no? For lending us this free Wi-Fi switch box, which later on we will switch on. No, we launched the first e-community free public Wi-Fi sa Puhagan last October 4. Then pagka October 5 ni blackout na potol ang internet. So swerte kay takap kay naka-launch ta before nag-blackout sa NGCP. So this is another historic event for us because this is covered live sa FB Live, and also documented sa Zoom. We have many guests sa Zoom. And to all the guests sa Zoom and to all the future donors watching us today, please donate your money to the good mayor. He is ready to accept donations for free Wi-Fi. So di na ako ni taas on. Kaya taas na ba kayo atong program? Waling daganang manulti. Once again, congratulations to Hermenegilda, Gloria. Thank you to Rotary Club. Thank you to DICT for the free Wi-Fi. And of course, thank you to Mayor Remolio and Vice Mayor Tolentino Maxino. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, sir. This project would truly open doors to a lot of our students and teachers who will be the direct recipient of the blessings from the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, DICT, and DOCSE. Let's give another round of applause. This event would not be successful without the significant persons who made brilliant ideas and relentless efforts to come up with this project. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us hear some messages from them. Starting off from the president of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, our free Wi-Fi donor, Mr. Yunel D. Hinyaso. A round of applause.
Thank you, Ma'am MC. All our esteemed and honorable leaders present and invited in this switch on free Wi-Fi ceremony. Senator Bongo, Governor Roel Degamo, Vice Governor Edward Mark Macias, our beloved Mayor Felipe Antonio Remolio, Vice Mayor Carissa Tolentino Maxino, Barangay Captain Crispin Patrimonio of Bahong Pandan, Barangay Captain Pasencio Makiling Jr. of Barangay Banilad, and Barangay Captain Leonardo Sarita of Barangay Puhagan. To all our partners and servant leaders present today in NOXI, DICT, and NDC, PCCI 7 Governor and IPP, NOXI Free Wi-Fi Project Convener, our partner from the beginning, Mr. Edward Du, Acting Secretary of DICT, Attorney Jose Arturo De Castro, Regional Director, Region 7 DICT, Mr. Frederick Amores, sir. Regional Director, Region 7, NTC, Sophia Lynn Lumantod, Provincial Head, NTC, Engineer Felipe Gumalo, to all our unsung heroes and unselfish public servant and dedicated servant leaders in the Department of Education, headed by our DOE Secretary, Honorable Leonor Briones, Chief of School Governance and Operations, Dr. Nelson Caday, City Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Gregorio Cyrus Elihorde, sir. Chief of Curriculum and Implementation Division, Dr. Judita Mapoe, Chief of Youth Formation Division, Mr. Adolf Aguilar, and of course, our Hermenegilda Gloria Memorial Elementary Principal, Mr. Julio Silot, and to all our unselfish and untiring teachers and non-teaching staff, to all our distinguished guests from Negros Energy Development Corporation and ICT, Head of CSR EDC, Ms. Noreen Bautista, Head of Negros External Relations ADC, Ms. Maria Christine Hamana, Executive Director, ICT, Ms. Dana Fortunato, President of ICT Association of Dumaguete and Negros Oriental, Ms. Hussein Lou Bascara, hopefully she's in Zoom. To all our friends from the media present and also Rotarian, Mr. Roy Bustillo, CNN, Ms. Judy Partlo, PNA, Mr. Nel Rio, Phil Products, Cable Service Television, Mr. Alex Ray, Metro Post, Dumaguete, and PTV4. To our district officer present today, our Assistant Governor for Area 3D and immediate past President of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, Mr. Nestor Navarro. Sir, our club officers and members present today in Zoom, our Rotarian David, Rotarian Kelly, Rotarian Flor, Rotarian Luis, Rotarian Linlin, and our Rotary spouse, Epe. And to all who are not able to attend today, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed afternoon to each one of you. I studied and graduated my elementary education from the public school, and how I wish that we had this kind of facility during my younger years of learning. We didn't even know about computers and the internet then, since even in the textbook it was not yet included, or perhaps not in our province only. Today, the children that have access to this technology are greatly benefiting from the vast database of knowledge and information around the globe. At a young age, they will have a lot of options to explore that will help shape their future with the proper guidance. That is why today my heart is full of joy as a Rotarian. That after several months of planning and implementation, we are finally here today to witness this momentous switch on this free Wi-Fi broadband facility for Hermenegilda. Along with it, we will also include the turnover of scholarship grant to 3 selected students for the first year and the completion of the Hanwha Station facility for the school. Just a little rejoinder of what Sir Ed shared a while ago. No, I think this project really bound to happen. When we had one of our conversations during our coffee sessions with Sir Ed, no, in the bank, he mentioned that 3 years ago, Hermenegilda requested for a free Wi-Fi, and that's why this is where it all began as well. And so that's why when I visited the school for the first time as well, it was, I think, the first day of Sir Julius as a principal for the school. So you see, everything has been prepared for this service project. And thus, today, it is our commitment as a Rotarian to be part of the solution to the needs of our community. Our team for this Rotary year, Serve to Change Lives, focuses on giving our services that will really change lives. May this donation will last as long as DICT continues to provide the free bandwidth as envisioned. And may this donation will empower and equip our young generations and our public servants, dedicated teachers, to continue to deliver quality educations to our public schools. And I myself, who've also been a recipient of public school, and you see where I am today, and will never forget also my roots and beginnings. And so that's why we'll always take our opportunity to help our public schools, our teachers here, whatever way we can. And so hopefully today, this will inspire our students to strive hard in their education, to strive hard as they continue to develop the foundation in their learning education. And we pray that this donation, that this service project, that as we mark, and again, we'd like to thank Sir Julius for allowing our rotary wheel to be placed inside the school premise. May this always be a constant reminder that the generous donation of our members of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, and hopefully this will also inspire our young minds, our young students to strive hard, because they are, again, as we believe that the young ones today are the future of our next generation. And so once again, I would like to thank from the bottom of our hearts to our partners, again, NOXI, DICT, and of course to our city mayor. And that again, this also gives way for the free Wi-Fi for other schools in Dumaguete. And we are very happy and grateful to be part of this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. And so once again, congratulations to Hermenegilda. We pray that this will continue to serve better and improve the education of the school. Again, daghang salamat kanatong tanan. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yanel D. Henyoso, for your message. Another message will be given to us by Mr. Nestor D. Navarro, Assistant Governor, Area 3D, District 3860. A round of applause for Mr. Nestor D. Navarro.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Dagang salamat. Our respects to Mayor Ipe, to our Vice Mayor, to Governor of NOXI, Mr. Edward Du, to our President of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, distinguished guests, friends. It's my distinct honor and privilege to represent the district of Rotary International District 3860 in this very momentous occasion, which is the switching on of the free Wi-Fi. I was actually present when these things were planned, and it gives me great pleasure that finally, after all of this, hard work and legwork, finally we've come to today that all these things, all the plannings and all the hard work will finally come into through realization. So I would like to give and extend our heartfelt thanks to our president, President Leonel Hinoso, and to the members of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, who have been very supportive of this project, and also to NOXI and DICT and the NTC. So daghan kayong salamat, because after these things, we look forward that we will be able to help the pupils, the students, because we know that situation with the pandemic, the internet is really very vital to ensure that education of the students will continue. But anyway, daghan kayong salamat kanatong tanan ug mayong pon.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's hear another message from Ms. Sofia Lynn Lomantod, Regional Director of NTC 7, who is represented by Attorney Alan Macaraya. A round of applause, please.
Honorable Mayor Felipe Antonio Biremol, Honorable Vice Mayor School Principal Julius D. Silot, PCCI 7 Governor Edward C. Du, Rotary Club of Dumaguete President Lionel D. Hinoso, Assistant Governor Nestor D. Navarro, Regional Director Frederick Zamores, Assistant Secretary Christopher Tiansay, Acting Secretary Jose Arturo Castro, as well as those present in this room. Honorable Governor Ruel Dicamo, Secretary Norris, and the Honorable Senator Christopher Bongo. Fellow workers in the government, officers and members of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete City. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am here to speak on behalf of my regional director, Sofia Lindy Lumanton. First and foremost, I would like to report to you the current status of the Philippines with respect to their ASEAN neighbors as to the need of our broadband as well as to the fixed broadband. So January 2021, based on Ookla report, the Philippines is on the 86th rank for 2021, which we have a big leap from 2020, which is 111th rank. So from the January 2021 Ookla report, is a 4.1% increase from 31.44 Mbps fixed broadband and 14.53 or from 22.50 Mbps for mobile. This is a very significant stride on the part of our country, considering that geographically we are at a disadvantage because in other areas like Singapore, there is a contiguous area, so their fibers will not cross rivers, seas, mountains. So geographically, the Philippines is at a disadvantage. But despite such disadvantage, the telecommunication companies, with our support, have done their best to give the service for the Filipino people. So before I end this message, I would also like to give a symbolic turnover of the licenses for Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School for their facilities. Ma'am, sir, we are giving this to you on behalf of my regional director, Sofia Lynn Lumutod, and this symbolizes that you are duly registered with our office. And sorry for but we will give the actual license within this week. Thank you. On behalf of NTC, thank you for the invitation from the Rotary Club of Dumaguete City, as well as Hermenegilda F. Gloria School. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Attorney Alan Macaraya. A round of applause for Attorney Alan Macaraya. Let's hear another message from Mr. Frederick D.C. Amores, Regional Director of DICT Region 7, who is now live via Zoom. A round of applause for Mr. Frederick D.C. Amores.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Of course, respects to our partners, no? If I may name a few of them. Of course, Secretary Leonor Briones, Senator Bongo, of course, my bosses in the ICT, Yusek De Castro, Asek Chansay, of course, our partners there, Governor Digamo, of course, Mayor Felipe Remolyo, Vice Mayor Carissa Maxino, Mr. Lionel Hinoso of Rotary Club, Dumaguete, of course, Governor Navarro of Rotary as well, Director Sofia Lumantod of NTC, of course, Director Sal Jimenez, Dr. Gregorio Elehorde of DepEd Superintendent, our principal, Julius Silot, and of course, my partner in crime, as he would call it, in both the regional ICT committee and in our projects on free Wi-Fi, no? My co-chair, Governor Eduardo PCCI 7, and co-convener of the Free Wi-Fi Initiative of NOXI. Good afternoon and congratulations. It always brings great joy to my heart when we're able to bring connectivity to our communities, particularly to our learners, no? And more so, as it is a collaboration from our stakeholders. It always warms my heart that there are other people, no, that are organizations, not just the ICT, that is working towards this. That's why I really appreciate the efforts of our partners in bringing this connectivity, no, to our communities. No. As what was mentioned by Governor Ed in his speech earlier, we launched one in Puhagan a few weeks back, and here we are again to launch in Hermenegilda Gloria Memorial Elementary School. So I am very happy that we're able to have this momentous occasion. And this really shows that collaboration between national government agencies, such as the DICT, NTC, and DepEd, civic organizations like the Rotary Club, NOXI, local governments, provincial government of Negros Oriental, the city government of Dumaguete, and I look forward to more collaboration with our partners in achieving universal access to our people. Also, I would like to extend special congratulations to Dumaguete City, led by, of course, Mayor Remolyo and Vice Mayor Carissa Maxino, for passing also one of the first free Wi-Fi ordinances here, no, in Region 7. I think so far we've only two, Cebu City and Dumaguete lang ang naay inaning nga ordinance for free Wi-Fi. So it is really a great step forward, no, in ensuring that we will have connectivity in our communities. So again, congratulations to all our partners, and we hope really to be able to replicate and have more of this in the weeks, months, and years to come. Again, congratulations to everyone.
To DepEd Secretary Honorable Leonor Briones, DICT Undersecretary Jose Arturo de Castro, Governor Roel Digamo, the authors of Free Wi-Fi Ordinance in Dumaguete, Honorable Mayor Felipe Remolio, and Honorable Vice Mayor Carissa Tolentino Maxino, the Rotary Club of Dumaguete led by its president, Leonil Hinoso, the Negros Oriental Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Free Wi-Fi Project Convener and Co-Chairman of RDC 7 ICT Committee, Mr. Edward C. Du, the ICT Visayas Cluster 2 Regional Director, Frederick Amores, NTC Regional Director, Ms. Sofia Lin Lumantod, DepEd Regional 7 Regional Director, Dr. Salustiano Jimenez, School Division Superintendent, Dr. Gregorio Cyrus Elejorde, Hermenegilda
Ano ba
F.
naging problem niyo sa
Gloria
trabaho?
Memorial Elementary School Principal, Mr. Julius Pilot, and to all the city officials of Dumaguete and barangay officials of Barangay Banilad and Bahong Pandan, to all
Sabi
distinguished
nila,
guests, local leaders, my fellow public servants, and citizens of Dumaguete City, a pleasant day to all of you. We at the DICT recognize the great importance that internet access plays in enhancing economic, social, and educational opportunities for every Filipino. In line with this, the DICT has always worked with the end goal of improving internet accessibility for our stakeholders through the Free Wi-Fi for All, Free Public Internet Access Program established under RA number 10929. Under this program, we have launched more than 11,475 free Wi-Fi sites in various government offices, public schools, public hospitals, transport terminals, public libraries, state universities and colleges, TESDA institutions, and rural health units. We have also been focusing on providing internet access in geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas or areas with limited to no access to internet connectivity. We are honored to foster another milestone of establishing free Wi-Fi in Hermenegilda Gloria Memorial Elementary School. We have been continuously working towards setting up free Wi-Fi sites and ICT infrastructures so every Filipino would eventually enjoy internet connectivity, since it is not only a privilege but is already considered as a right. Technologies are emerging and affecting our lives in ways we cannot imagine in the past. It plays an important and vital role on how our communities communicate, interact, and transact with each other. Therefore, with a partnership from the national government, the private stakeholders, civic organizations, and LGU, joining hands to bridge the digital divide is a key building block in digital empowerment and bolstering social, economic, and educational opportunities, especially amid the current COVID-19 pandemic. The benefits of having free public Wi-Fi is now fundamental to how we live on a day-to-day basis. The collaboration through DICT Visayas Cluster 2, which has scaled up its initiative in accelerating the provision of bandwidth to power connectivity, should be replicated and serve as motivation, strengthening commitment for more upcoming projects and partnerships in giving free Wi-Fi services to the public. With this, I look forward to continuing the synergy for the mission of providing efficient and effective ICT infrastructure and information system to the public. Once again, good afternoon to everyone.
So much, Attorney Christopher L. Tiensay. Another recorded video message will be given to us by Attorney Jose Arturo de Castro, Acting Secretary of ICT. A round of applause for Attorney Jose Arturo de Castro.
Education Secretary Leonor Liling Briones, Governor Roel Degamo of the province of Negros Oriental, Dumaguete City Mayor Felipe Remolyo, Barangay Captain Paciencio Makiling of Banilan, Barangay Captain DepEd Region 7 Director Salustiano Jimenez, National Telecommunications Commission Region 7 Director Sofia Lynn Lumantod, DICT Visayas Cluster 2 Regional Director Frederick Amores, Mr. Edward C. Du of PCCI 7 Governor and NOCCI Project Convener, Rotary Club of Dumaguete President Leonil Henyoso, Schools Division Superintendent Gregorio Cyrus Elejorde, Principal Julius Silot, partners from the province of Negros Oriental and the city government of Dumaguete, colleagues from the Department of Information and Communications Technology, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a good day to everyone. Creating a reliable and accessible information technology infrastructure has always been the vision of your Department of Information Communications Technology. Taking inspiration from the example set by our former DICT Secretary and Senator Gregorio Gringo Nasan, the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic have only made us more determined to work harder to our goals in heeds President Rodrigo Roa Duterte's marching order to connect Filipinos with each other. We will always work towards building a diverse ICT infrastructure where all Filipinos can have access to connectivity and ICT tools to develop their digital literacy and participate in the opportunity. We will also be working in anticipation of the proposed E-Governance Act of Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo. Today, your DICT is once again reaffirming our commitment to reach and connect all Filipinos, regardless of where they are in the country, with the launching of more Wi-Fi sites in the city of Dumaguete. We are proud of the collaborations of our regional clusters with the local government units across the country, and it is through our joint efforts sa pamagitan ng ating pakikipagtulungan, may linaw po na we can rise above challenges and further expedite the deployment of free Wi-Fi in various localities. The free internet connectivity and access we provided has been a big help to government offices, to public elementary and high schools, to state universities and colleges, public hospitals and other health institutions, as well as to millions of Filipinos nationwide as they transition to the new normal. Moving forward, we hope that the internet connectivity will further improve the delivery of public services and create more digital opportunities for Filipinos during and beyond this pandemic. We commend DICT Visayas Cluster 2 and the city of Dumaguete for this partnership. Your DICT is looking forward to future collaborations with Dumaguete for the implementation of other ICT programs for the city. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Attorney Jose Arturo de Castro. And thank you very much for all those messages. Those messages will always be in our heart and mind as we take part of our roles in making this project successful. And now, hear the responses to this project coming from the different stakeholders. First, let's hear a pre-recorded video message from the regional director of Regional Director of Region 7, Dr. Celestino T.
Mayong adlaw sa tanan, labi na gyud sa tuang our beloved Secretary Leonor Mamliling Magtulis Briones. Akong yukbo usab sa ato ang partners of education, the local government unit officials like Honorable Governor Ruel Ragay Digamo, Honorable EP Remulio of Dumaguete, Honorable Barangay Captain Pasensya Makiling, Honorable Barangay Captain Crispin Patrimonio, Sir Edward Du, Sir Francisco Martinez, Sir Lionel Inyuso, Director Sofia Lynn Lumantad, Director Frederick Amores, Attorney Jun Arturo Di Castro, and media. Also, my colleagues from the Department of Education, Superintendent from Dumaguete City, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Julius Silot, the Principal, and CID and SGOD Chiefs, to one and all, a pleasant day. For and on behalf of DepEd Region 7, I would like to express our gratefulness to Dumaguete Rotary Club, the NOXI, and DICT with the collaboration and coordination government unit of Negros Oriental Province and Dumaguete City for the support and assistance to Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School and other school beneficiaries. This laudable activity has a great impact in the learning process among our learners, especially in these trying times that schools implementing distance learning. So, hoping and praying for the sustainability of this project so it can make a difference in the lives of our learners. So, to the SDO and school, value this development by taking good care of the equipment. And congratulations for having this. And to everyone, thank you for the support. Let's hand in hand bravely face the challenges due to COVID-19 and together embrace victory. So, to one and all, once again, God bless and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir Jimenez. And now let's hear another response from our very own mayor, who really spent time to be with us despite his busy schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together to our very own mayor, the Honorable Felipe Antonio Remolio. A round of applause.
A COVID-free afternoon to everyone. Not only Wi-Fi free, but COVID-free for Dumaguete City. To the dignitaries and participating national and local agencies and their heads, as repeatedly by those who spoke before me, because I'd like to abbreviate my message of thanks and concentrate on the history of the importance of the ordinance which was mentioned earlier, which our ordinance, which I signed into law, It's actually ordinance number 62 series of 2021. Actually, we started, the principal author of this was then Councilor Carissa Faye Tolentino Maxino. Let's give her a big hand. She is as a young councilor then and a vice mayor, she's supposed to be more techie than the older ones like myself. Actually, she started this ordinance during her first term as councilor, way back in during our 2016 election term, 2016-2019. But because of lack of time, this was not passed during that time. So she had to refile this ordinance, but now as vice mayor of the city of Dumaguete. This ordinance basically establishes free Wi-Fi to all public places in Dumaguete. More particularly, in Section 5, the installation of wireless internet connection. In Section 5A, public parks, plazas, city and its annexes, like fire station, city central school. This is the added, because this belated passage, this already includes COVID-19 vaccination centers, isolation facilities, quarantine centers. This one. Letter D is public schools, state universities, yes, LGU-owned community colleges, barangay halls and public libraries, public markets, public utility vehicles, terminals, public tricycle terminals, mental health units including city hospitals, the future city hospitals and clinics, rehabilitation centers, LGUs, LGU-owned street lamps and electric posts, Rizal Boulevard and the Bell Tower, LGU-owned selected waiting sheds, national and local government agencies, and other public lands, buildings, and open spaces owned, operated, maintained by the city government of Dumaguete. And that includes our reclaimed lands, by the way. This is the vision is to create really a smart city, which has been misunderstood by many. But smart city, this is the effect of the vision of putting up a smart city, is to put up, number one, we should be a 5G enabled and 6G by the time. Okay, so the installation of free Wi-Fi is part of the vision city of Dumaguete, of my administration, to put up a smart city where the use of green buildings, public park, and the solar energy, etc. Now, our relation, there's a saying which says that it was, I think, popularized by the then U.S. President John F. Kennedy, when he said, "Ask not, the government can." Rotary Club of Dumaguete City and the PCCI and NOXI. It is the indispensable cooperation of the private sector and the government where we can really move the country and the city forward, because the government resources are limited. And with the cooperation of everyone, including the LGUs and the national government, we can achieve many things as what we want to do in Dumaguete City. And my congratulations to the Rotary Club of Dumaguete for this initiative, plus the PCCI and NOXI. And it is not just the first time that Rotary Club of Dumaguete has endeavored partnership with the city on matters that is matters that are of public welfare. Not too long ago, Rotary Club also, through the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, you also donated through you tablets to the students of Dumaguete City Elementary and Public Elementary and High School, with the counterpart of the city of Dumaguete, which we have now about 5,000 tablets about 2 years ago, donated to our students to have access to internet and this modern technology. And in anticipation of a face-to-face system or the face-to-face manner of education, this wireless free internet access is very relevant. And the principal, parents, and students of Hermenegilda Elementary School, of course, the barangay captain and officials of Barangay Bahilad, of course, the Dondon Makiling, and also partly this is actually located last week. The DepEd Region 7 has already approved the for the city Dumaguete schools to operate a tech voc school at the Kalinika Pal Technological Vocational School in Batingue, in the property donated by the Pal family and initiated and facilitated by my good friend Alex Pal. And please announce it to your relatives. And the building is already there, soon to be finished. And by the way, it will in the same donated property. It's a 1 hectare private property in Batingue. Will also be the first Region 7 sub-regional office of the DepEd. And the groundbreaking will be on December 16. And I think my Inday Liling, Secretary Morelos, is listening now. And she will be here, hopefully to inaugurate, groundbreak this regional building at Batingue, Barangay Batingue, Dumaguete City, and many others like and another cooperation with the Rotary Club of Dumaguete is that just last weekend, your president suggested to put up a comfort rooms in the vicinity of our public jail, and also we were thinking of the Rotary Club of clubs of Dumaguete to join forces and the city to restore or renovate its historic kiosk at the boulevard, right at the entrance of our Pantawan 2, which has now become a go-to place by not only Dumagueteños, but the entire Negros Oriental, which to those who have not been there yet, go to our Pantawan every night. You see the beautiful Christmas decorations, the fresh air, and the many people, young and old, going there to just get a respite from the isolation, quarantine because of COVID-19. By the way, on December 3, I'd like to invite everyone also to join us in the lighting up of our Christmas tree. It's going to be one of the more beautiful Christmas trees in the country, modesty aside, at 7 o'clock in the evening. And that will connect Quezon Park, Burgos Street, and the Pantawan 2. Okay? All right. So many of the things that we are putting up, maybe also we can include, it's already in the ordinance that Pantawan 2 is part of the, as a public installation, we will be installing free Wi-Fi. So instead of just dating there, the young people, they can date, they can eat tempura, and at the same time use public Wi-Fi to do the TikTok. Okay, and that's what they're doing every day in our Pantawan. So again, we should thank. I think this is the first. This elementary school is really very fortunate because first the land where this is located is a donation from the Gloria family. When I assumed mayor, I promised and I did build this structure and this pavement so that we'll be safe from the heat of the sun and perhaps the mud if it rains. So and this donation by the Rotary Club of Dumaguete and the NOXI headed by Governor Edward Du, and many other donations. Maybe we need more. And in this juncture, also, Dr. Elijondo whispered to me that and to announce that the Dumaguete School Board has appropriated 70 million pesos to build and rehabilitate school buildings in Dumaguete City. Okay, because education is a very important part of our program, and it's indispensable. The future of the young, and it's inalienable. No, we cannot throw away education because we believe that education is the key to freedom, key to progress. Dumaguete is known to be an education hub. Okay, it's a university town, and proof of which is that we will have the first bar exams, by the way, in Silliman University at Dumaguete City in the second week of January up to February. And I understand the school board teachers exam has 2 times already were held in Dumaguete and 2 more next year. And many more, I think, many more national government exams to be conducted in the city of Dumaguete. First, because they know that we have successfully so far managed well our COVID responses, and that we still remain to be a peaceful city, and that the ambience for taking the exams is very, very ideal. So, and that, because of that, we need all the more internet connection, no? And by the way, and when we internet connection, okay, and connectivity again, as I said, is the key to the future. Okay, otherwise we won't. Without communication, we will be in shambles. And Also, thank you, Vice Mayor Tolentino Maxino, Carissa, for reminding me that when we took over, the Lupad administration assumed in 2016, we only had about 110 scholars, okay, public schools and private schools. Now, after 5 years, we already have about 500 scholars, okay, in our public and private schools in Dumaguete, and more, no? So kailangan na po tayo more donors, Edward, no? Sa atong public Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. Okay? So thank you very much, DICT leadership, the administration of President Duterte, Senator Bongo, Secretary Briones, DICT, NTC, Rotary Club, okay, of Dumaguete City, NOXI, PCCI, the local government of Banilad and Bahumpandan. And all of you, with this, I am sure that we will be producing more and more outstanding students. And in closing, I'd like to, I'm proud of this person because he is a product of an elementary school in Dumaguete. So South City Elementary School, because Vice Mayor Carissa is a product of the West City Elementary School. The first time I met her she was a valedictorian, imagine. When I was first mayor in Dumaguete in 1998, she was a valedictorian sa elementary school of West City Elementary School. There is a Dumaguete. I gave her the gold medal. And now she's already my vice mayor. Okay, let's give her a big hand. Now, the person I'm referring to that I will personally, be proud of for you to know was recently my godchild. He was recently married in Dumaguete City. His name is Marvin Torres, a product of South City Elementary School, valedictorian, Science High, valedictorian, Silliman University, summa cum laude in physics, and UP, and doctor in physics, and now he's a teacher, a professor at UP. She got married also to somebody who also graduated sa Silliman University Mass Communication. Imagine, the first time I met this person, this kid, was when he was in grade 6, and because he won a national spelling bee competition, and so the principal brought him to my office, and I asked him, I just asked him casually, Marvin, what do you want as my gift to you? You know what he said? Electricity. Oh, what do you think? Well, how will you react when you say somebody give? What do you mean by electricity? Pasabot din niya the kwentador sa Noreco, which was 5,000 pesos because he was studying using the candila. Okay, not the candila not the candila sa gidala sa mga taga-Tinago. Nagibutan sa itong kandila. The real candila, like she uses it at home, and the lampara. So even at the tinood the mayor, wala sila electricity. So I said, okay, I pay for your kwentador. So he had the electricity, and the Noreco connected the electricity in his home. And I told him, "Wa kay kabayan ibong papa, pwede ka driver iya papa." Okay? And now, that was about when we were campaigning sa 2019 elections. I could not recognize him anymore. He went to me and he said, "Mayor, I am Marvin." Sabi ko, "You look familiar, you sound familiar." Said, "Yes, I was the guy who asked electricity from you." Okay? I mo dahil ikuan. But I told him, can I give you instead Game Boy? Game Boy. And he did not want the Game Boy. He wanted electricity. And he said, he wrote me a letter, "Mayor, I can now buy all the Game Boys I want." Oh, that's a nice feeling. In short, I'm saying that Dumaguete's breed of students has a great potential. So to enhance this potential, we need connectivity. Thank you. everyone, and good afternoon.
Daghang salamat, Mayor, sa kanunay nga pagsuporta sa atong mga kabataan, especially in the field of education. Once again, let's give another round of applause to our City Mayor, Honorable Felipe Antonio B. Dumaguete. This time, let's hear some words from the Barangay Captain of Banilad, Honorable Pasencio S. Makiling. A round of applause, please.
So, daghang salamat. O sa tanan niya karon diri may hapon. So may hapon sa tanan. So di ko magdahom no. Nga kaning usa ka lugar kani adto kagulangan kani siya during 1994, 95 nga usa ka babayi kani adto sa among konseho sa Barangay Banilad nga misulti nga gusto siya mo donate usa ka hektarya nga guna, yuta o pagahimuon nga eskwelahan. So ito panahon to among Barangay Captain si Jopeno, Mayor Tuting Perdices, diin amo din ang gisugdan usa ka payag-payag nga himong eskwelahan. Karon nibalik ko ako na Barangay Captain, nakita nako ng lugar. Asinso uminto na kayo, gani, di buinas pud kayo ang among bag-ong prinsipal sa Hermenegilda. Kay siya pagod mismo sa administrasyon nga natagaan og free Wi-Fi connection. Then kining maong gihatag nga subject karon, nga proyekto karon sa Rotary Club in partnership sa DOTC, NOCSI o DITC, ang mga ginikanan ani, mga estudyante, dako gyud kay pasalamat. Ito sanis ila mga gihandom nga manay libre nga wifi kay gani sa barangay musingit gyud ang ato mga kaigsuonan dito. So kini libre na ni, dako kay nako pasalamat, no? Nga ang maong proyekto dinhi sa Hermenegilda na una yung naghatagan ni ining maong wifi connection. So gani murag nagsubo si Sir, ang principal sa high school, murag mangayo po na kay ani Sir, o patasan na ba ang Sir, ha? Kaya murag pinalabis Julius. Litaw mong gani. Maning palabis siya. So, usbon ko, para ko laing kasulti, katurang nakatong panahon na si Maming Gloria, si Mrs. Maming Gloria ni Donar ani Mauluna, kan lugar ni di nagamag pedalan, nakita nato ron dako na kay Asinso. Daghan na kayong mga tawo nahimo ng professional dinhin dapita, gikan produkto sa Hermenegilda. Sumunan dako ta kayong kalbo sa among barangay nga nakaangkon ingon ani eskwelahan nga karong panahon na napadugay mo dinit lang. At ako'y dagan mo dinit. Katong nginganlan ni Mayor Epe nga bahin ana iya sa satellite market niya. No? So dagang nga salamat. Tusbon ko mayong hapon. Kaninong tanan.
Daghang salamat, Kapitan Pasencio Dondon S. Makiling. Atong tagaan usab og palakpak si Honorable Pasencio S. Makiling. This time, let's listen to the Barangay Captain of Bahompandan, Honorable Crispin V. Patrimonio. A round of applause for Honorable Crispin Patrimonio.
Mayong hapon. Sa tanan nga niya karon dili na nako usaw-usaw no mention, dili pa nako familiar ang mga lantanan. So dito ra ko sa akong point nga ako isip barangay captain sa Bampandan sa tinuod wala gud ni kaugalingon nga eskwelahan aside sa Norso College. So kami dugay na po naghandom nga makabaton og tulungaan bisan na lang og elementary Gani karon nakalakbit ni Sir Elihorde mabason og naay mo donate og iluna amo na lang i-integrate na lang niya pohon kung na elementary ug na high school. So ako mapasalamaton nga niya ang Hermenegilda Elementary ug High School doon na po sa buong Pandan diin accessible na po sa among mga kabataan. Ug ako po na akong pasalamat pinaagi sa mga malumog kasing-kasing nga mga tao nakita. Karon panahon na importante jud ang internet connection labi na sa pagtuon sa atong mga bata. So dako po na akong pasalamat tanan halos mga estudyante namo naagyo diri sa Hermenegilda talagsaon ra sa Kantili ug sa Babahuba ug sa Hunog kay malakaw ra man. So gani dako po na akong pasalamat magitagaan pud mi og importansya niining barangay ilabi na niining maong mga tunghaan. Diin ang mga magtutudlo naghagog yun sa pagsuroy sa among barangay sa pag inform sa barangay council diin katong mga kabataan kung mahimo kinahanglan yung i-enroll sa mga eskwelahan ilabi na dinhi sa Hermenegilda. So dako po namong pasalamat diin ang mga ginikanan naka-save po sila instead nga moplite paingon sa Mangnaw moato og layo ni aray malakaw. So mamonitor po sa mga ginikanan. So sa programa karon nga free wifi connection akong dakong pasalamat sa Barangay Banilad diin ang among mga kabataan nakabenepisyo. Usbo nako sa tanang mga donor ug sa tanan nga nagmugna niining proyektuha ug nahimo kani nga magbalambuon sa umabot pang mga tuig. Ako lang nako pasalamat. Wala ko laing pulong nga ma-express kun dili ang pagpasalamat na yun. Diin ako kay nigtabang sa among mga kabataan. Mayong hapon kanatong tanan.
Daghang salamat, Honorable Crispin B. Patrimonio. For us to be inspired more today, let's listen and watch this pre-recorded video message coming from our Senator, Honorable Christopher Lawrence T. Go.
Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. Binabati ko po ang lahat ng ating mga kababayan sa Dumaguete City para sa switch-on ceremony ngayong araw na ito. I wish to congratulate and thank the Negros Oriental Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, the DICT, and the DepEd for working together on this historic free Wi-Fi public school CSR project here at Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School, giving our youth and our people free connection to the internet helps in expanding their knowledge and improving their access to information, which I believe is crucial in our nation-building efforts. It is my hope that our public servants will take advantage of this project to provide better, more efficient, and more effective services to our people. Sana po ay gamitin at sulitin natin ito para sa ikauunlad ng ating mga sarili at ng ating komunidad. Naniniwala po ako na magiging malaki ang papel ng internet sa patuloy na pag-angat ng ating mga mamamayan at ng ating bansa sa mga susunod na taon. Bilang inyong Kuya Bongo, asahan po ninyo ang aking suporta sa inyong mga adhikain upang sabay-sabay tayo tungo sa mas maunlad na kinabukasan. Kami ni Presidente Duterte ni alang midere anda magserbisyo sa inyong tanan sa abot sa among makaya. Daghang salamat at isang maligayang Pasko po sa ating lahat.
Go.
On behalf of Negros Oriental Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry Region 7, we would like to thank the Rotary Club in Dumaguete for their generous cash donation to the Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School for their free Wi-Fi donation. Ang kaning atong free Wi-Fi project diri sa Hermenegilda Gloria Elementary School. This is the 37th public school beneficiary sa free Wi-Fi project sa Dumaguete. So, ako among pasalamat sa DepEd, suporta sa LGU, o ang tanan ng mga partners, meaning among NOXI free Wi-Fi project.
In behalf of the club officers and members of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete in this Rotary year 2021-2022, we would like to thank our partners for this service project. First, we'd like to thank Mr. Edward Du, the Governor of PCCI and immediate past President of NOXI. And of course, we would like to thank you as well, DICT, for giving us this privilege to help the Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School. And without them, we will not be able to push through with this service project. And so we would like to once again express our gratitude for giving us this opportunity to provide, to sponsor for the free Wi-Fi broadband wireless facility for the school.
We are very much privileged to receive the free Wi-Fi internet connection donated by the Rotary Club of Dumaguete City, assisted by the NOXI and the DICT. This Wi-Fi connection is very much important to all of us here in school. It's because magamit din sa online class sa mga maestra sa mga bata. Not only for that, the internet connection through this Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, capacity building po ng among mga maestra, pinagin po sa mga expertise ng upod namo sa Rotary Club of Dumaguete.
Wi-Fi in school is essential. This will help our online class more effective and meaningful. God has His own ways of recognizing your kindness and generosity. Through this, we will be able to do tasks needed in this 21st century learning. You truly make the difference of all of us.
For the first time in our school history, we now have free Wi-Fi. For students, faculty, and staff, it is a huge help to easily access online classes.
It really helps a lot to our teachers, to our school children, and of course to online classes. And when face-to-face classes resume, it really helps.
Dako kay di katabang sa among mga anak sa ilang pag-eskwela nga dakong kalabuan para kanila ug madasig sila sa ilang pagtuon. Dako kaayong tabang ang free Wi-Fi nga gidonate sa Rotary Club, NOXI and DICT. Kay kung panahon nga mabalik ang face-to-face, dako kay tabang nila ang maka-access dayon sa ilahang mga leksyon.
Your timely intervention of the free Wi-Fi for all is indeed highly appreciated. Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School is truly grateful for your help.
Thank you very much, Rotary Club of Dumaguete City, NOXI and DICT. More power!
Right, so on behalf of the teachers and learners, our deepest gratitude to the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, DICT, and Noxie for this project. Let's give them a big round of applause. Now we come to the most awaited part of this event, the ceremonial switch on. May I request Honorable Antonio Remolio, Regional Director Frederick Amores, Dr. Victoria R. Elejorde, Mr. Julius D. Silo, Mr. Nestor Navarro, Mr. Lionel D. Mioso, Mr. Edward D. Du to proceed to the speech box area, and also Honorable Carissa Tolentino Maxino to proceed to the speech box area. But before we officially switch on the Wi-Fi, ang tanan. Countdown from, let's count down together from 5, 4, 1. Around the world, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations for Hermenegilda and Gloria Memorial Elementary School. Our free Wi-Fi officially starts now. Yay! Indeed, we are very blessed today because not only the free Wi-Fi is officially switched on, but also learners in Hermenegilda at Gloria Memorial Elementary School. And to present the scholarship grant, let us welcome again on stage the president of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, Mr. Lionel D. Reynoso. A big hand, please.
So once again, I'd like to call our recipients for this 3-year scholarship grant to 3 selected students of Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School. I'd like to ask them to come on stage, Greece, Eleni Asbilio, and parent or guardian, Jeremy Kadalin, Rina Vindula, and of course, I'd like to call also our scholarship in charge, Ma'am Lisa Arimas, and the school principal, to receive our cash donation for the first year of our scholarship grant. Okay, so we actually have additional 22 students that as earlier submitted by one of the Rotarians, but we're not able to have it on time, the approval. So again, this will just the start. No, gamay na siya nga mo ang cash donation sa ila, but hopefully this will help them with their miscellaneous expenses as they go through in their school year, especially for this school semester. So once again, in behalf of the Rotary Club of Dumaguete, from its officers and members, once again, like to turn over this cash donation to our 3 recipients for this scholarship grant. We will give this cash to the school. Ma'am Lisa Rimas will be the one to disburse this and control for the benefits of our recipients. So daghang salamat kayo. we request also our members of the Rotary Club for the picture that they came for a while, and of course our
Right, so thank you so much, Rotary Club of Dumaguete. Daghan kayong salamat for your continued support to our school and especially to our school children. Truly, we are really blessed. Daghan kayong salamat. And let's give another round of applause to the Rotary Club of Dumaguete. At this point in time, may I call on Honorable Carissa Tolentino Maxino, our Vice Mayor of Dumaguete City, and Honorable Felipe Antonio Brimolio, our City Mayor, for the ceremonial signing of the Free Wi-Fi Ordinance. We would like to acknowledge the arrival of Councilor Pandal. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the official signing of the Free Wi-Fi Ordinance. So once again, let's give them another round of applause. Sa atong free Wi-Fi, that's 5 million a year. So yay! Thank you so much, Mayor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the acceptance and to formally close this momentous event, let us welcome on stage the Schools Division Superintendent of Dumaguete City, Dr. Gregorio Cyrus R. Elejorde. A round of applause, please.
Daghang salamat natong tanan, no? Ay kabalaka kay my speech will only be as long as the program. Okay, by the way, good afternoon atong tanan, ato ang mga internal o ato ang mga external stakeholders. That I beg your indulgence because I cannot anymore mention all the names. But I have been working with them since 2019. That's how much grateful I am to them for their support. Since we cannot really sustain everything that we do in the Department of Education without the help of our external as well as our internal stakeholders. We have our local government unit, we have our private organizations, we have our national government agencies represented all by the respective leaders who are also equally committed as those in the Department of Education. My question with all the programs that we had is always about sustainability. And with the coming of this project from the ICT, with Rotary Club, PCCI, NOXI, as well as our local government unit that allocated around 5 million pesos for free Wi-Fi across all those that were mentioned earlier today. Hopefully, this will reduce the cost, the overhead cost of our schools. If I were to separate actually the cost of spendings for Wi-Fi alone for our soft infrastructure, that would cost us millions of pesos annually, taken from the maintenance and other operating expenses. Now, with this reduction in the MOOE of all our schools, should this project will come to its fruition, I am expecting so much development in the school since the cost of which will be allocated and diverted to other essential projects of our schools. So I am very happy and very thankful to all of those who supported the Department of Education. In fact, the activity today is in support as well to the ongoing thrust of DepEd Dumaguete City in moving towards automation. And to name a few, for both governance as well as curriculum. No? DepEd Dumaguete City is developing actually its own applications for example, our Chada Assist. It is our online platform for service delivery, where our clients, both the community, national government agencies, and even schools, don't have to go to the division office to transact business. That would save us time, that would save us the financial cost. And if we were to convert such into financial or monetary equivalent, that would also be translated to millions of pesos annually to be spent individually and by the organization itself. We are also into the so-called CHADA Personal Information Management System, improving the delivery of service to our internal stakeholders, both teaching and non-teaching. And that is for governance. But we also have improved and automated some of our processes in the area of curriculum, like the development of our portal that contains the materials needed by our teachers in the development of their modules. So all our teachers are connected to this system. So whenever they wish to come up with the contextualized materials suited to the context of their own learners, they simply have to harvest all these materials in the system because they are part of it. We have also, in Dumaguete City, we also have started in 2020 our online enrollment. Our learners and our parents don't have to come to school to enroll, and thereby cutting also the so-called the length of transaction for enrollment, because you simply could enroll your child wherever you are in the country or in the world for that purpose. And in a click of a finger, you would be able to get enrolled in DepEd Dumaguete City. And in fact, that also is accounted, or meaning to say, causes the increase of our enrollment by 3,000 individuals this year as compared to last year, which is only around 23,000, and now we are 26,000. Of these 26,000 enrollees, 7,000 of them were actually connected online using the learning management system that we have partnered, meaning to say with the use of Edmodo. No, we have partnership with Edmodo, and Edmodo is also spending millions of pesos for this partnership. We're also trying to come up with learning management system. All our teachers are connected in that matter. And the distribution, in fact, of the materials which is made through the Academic Panda. It's an internally developed application that is responsible for the distribution of the materials to our learners who are virtually connected to the application. Meaning to say, the program of the city as well as of the DICT and Rotary is a big contribution to this particular endeavor to sustain our program of the Department of Education to automate major processes. That's why I would safely say today, in fact, we have automated 60% of the processes in the Department of Education that would actually be very beneficial to everybody, to our learners, to our parents in the community, to our local government unit, and hopefully this would be sustained in the future. And with the passing of the ordinance and with the support, strong support of our partners, Rotary is our regular partner. The ICT, the OST, and all other government agencies, the ICT. I am hoping that this program would be sustained, even if there are changes in leadership. No, because the superintendent will not be staying for a very long time in a specific division. But I am certain if we could institutionalize this program even prior to our disappearance in the office, then I would say that activities like this would continually be beneficial to everybody, no? With the support also of all our leaders and all of our external stakeholders. Thank you so much, Mayor Remolio, Vice Mayor Maxino, and the rest of us here around. I am really saluting your effort to help the Department of Education, even if this school is not qualified at the moment. But we are looking forward that there will be more schools in Dumaguete City that would be qualified, because our target is at least 50% of our learners would move towards automation, digital, at least to the use of the Panda. And if our system or our soft infrastructure is available at the community level, then learning will be possible. And just remember that around 30% of the total population of Dumaguete City is actually in basic education from kinder up to grade 12. We have around 26,000 learners, more of them, almost 27, as compared to our total local population of 140,000. Thank you so much, and good day to all of us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gregorio Cyrus R. Eleforde. Let's give Dr. Cyrus another round of applause. Access to the internet is really an essential tool for equipping students with 21st century skills. Before we end today's event, I would like to share what Maya Angelou once said: when we give cheerfully and accept gracefully, everyone is blessed. This is indeed true for today's event. It's truly remarkable, for it marks another milestone in the history of Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all. May I request Rotary Club of Dumaguete and the faculty and staff of Hermenegilda F. Gloria Memorial Elementary School na pag-picture taking ta sa hand washing facility and katong logo sa Rotary Club in front of the ICT room. Thank you.
Salamat.
Salamat.
Good job. Good job.
Interview mo to, ay? Ano tayo sa press con?
Wireless free Wi-Fi at well, okay, pioneering kami with funding at natin we can install at least 50 more free Wi-Fi in our school. Pero di natulungan na kung nag-aabot ng mga public spaces in conjunction with the ICT and SNP. Kailangan importante na libre man ang bandwidth sa ICT and tinapos yung mga organization doon maayong para ma-install ng lugar sa
Per million to, Mayor?
every year na continue.
Invitation sa
By December 3,
Ayaw man ako.
yes. True purpose na promenade na purpose. Oh,
Victoria pa ka. I glad we did not the first one.
Punta na lang. I-record mo na.
Yung record ito, ano man?
Sir, online nalagay ito, sir. So.
Muta na siya na pa ikon.
Delpha, hello? Hello? Wala na yung press ko, no? Hello? Wala na yung press ko. Yes, wala na yung press ko, di ba? Hello?
Mo na to, sir. Itong interview, sir.
Okay. So, kaning mga nasa Zoom, wala na, no? Di na sila maka-ask of questions.
Wala, sir.
Okay. Sige, sige.
Wala na yung program, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Congrats.
Okay. Congratulations.
Congrats. Thanks. For those who are here in Zoom, you may now start leaving. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for facilitating.
Thanks and congrats. More to come. Nalagay mga iro diha, duha ka buok.
Yes, sir.
Pero mga bisita po na, pakaunon po na.
Yes, sir. Makaw naglitsyon. Mga taglitsyon, sir.
Wow, wali ulit na po sa Rick. Sige mo. Mag-leave na miha. Bye-bye. Thank you. Congrats. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.